A busy day for local firefighters. Now at 6, we'll update you on the 2 giant fires they fought this afternoon.
And 17 stolen guns taken in a burglary of a Washington Fish and Wildlife office in Yakima. The ATF now hoping the cash reward will generate some leads.
And scattered showers throughout our region this evening with our cool April still continuing. Jason will have your first alert weather forecast.
Now, KAPP KVEW local news at 6.
We begin with a busy Monday for firefighters in the Tri-Cities. Several agencies responded to a large fire near the Tri-Tech Skills Center in Kennewick. That's just off of Meadowline Avenue. According to the Kennewick Fire Department, Deputies Fire Chief Kevin Crowley, the homeowners had natural gas tanks which set off some small explosions. One person was being treated for possible injuries not related to those gas tanks. The home, though, officials say is a complete loss.
Also this afternoon, the Kennewick Fire Department rushed to the Benton County Justice Center. There was a fire in the sheriff's office lobby, rendering it temporarily out of service. The building had to be evacuated. There was nobody hurt. We're still waiting to hear about the cause of that fire, and they are planning to reopen the lobby tomorrow. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Alyssa Warner.
And I'm Madeline Hagan. A man's body was found floating in the pond at Sarge Hubbard Park in Yakima on Saturday during a fishing event for children. According to the coroner's office, the man is believed to be around 30 years old and may be connected to a missing persons case. The deputy coroner says, based on the autopsy, it does not appear to be a homicide, but they have to wait on toxicology results to determine the cause of death.
This one I'm sending to a different lab, so hopefully within the month compared to 3 to 4 months.
Authorities say they're not releasing the man's identity until they can find his family and notify them of his death.
New at 6, the Yakima County Sheriff's deputies arrested a suspect Friday in the murder of a woman in Moxie. The woman, now identified as 63-year-old Santos Gloria Reyes from Yakima. Deputies responded to the 2300 block of Duffield Road for a report of a man who allegedly admitted to killing someone. Officers booked the suspect into the Yakima County Jail on suspicion of murder, first degree, and concealing a body. Anybody with information about this case can contact the detectives in the case at 509-574-2567 or contact Crime Stoppers.
Authorities are investigating the death of a woman inside the Yakima County Jail. Jail officials say Clarissa Dittenholer was arrested on suspicion of second-degree criminal trespassing on Friday and was found unresponsive in her cell Sunday night. They say the Yakima Valley Special Investigation Unit is looking into her death, and the jail is doing its own internal investigation. Now, according to the deputy coroner, an autopsy found no signs of trauma, and they're waiting on toxicology results to determine her cause of death.
A proposal to loosen the restrictions on when law enforcement officers can begin a car chase is on its way to the governor's desk. With less than a week left in the legislative session, the state Senate signed off on a version of the bill that was already passed by the House of Representatives. This is the bill to make it so the officers can begin a chase based on reasonable suspicion instead of probable cause. It also changes the law so that officers can chase someone if they believe that failing to stop them would be more dangerous than the chase itself. And a proposal to set up more resources for family members of people who go missing is also on its way to the governor. The bill is named in part after 4-year-old Lucian Munguia, who disappeared from a Yakima park last fall. His body was found months later. The bill's sponsor said she was inspired to act when she saw the struggle that Lucian's family went through, trying to figure out what steps to take and what to expect in the process. This proposal would direct the state to set up a website giving family members exactly that kind of information.
Governor Jay Inslee visited Yakima today, stopping at Perry Technical Institute to announce new renewable energy projects and speak with students being trained in the kind of jobs needed to support clean energy infrastructure. Governor Inslee also announced 2 solar energy projects moving forward east of Moxie along Highway 24 in Yakima County. The High Top and Ostria solar projects are expected to power 30,000 homes. They'll also provide hundreds of short-term construction jobs and more than a dozen full-time positions.
It is going to be known as one of the most wonderful solar generating installations in the world. And we're going to have Perry graduates working on a whole bunch of these projects.
They expect to start construction later this year or early next year and hopefully have one of the projects up and running in mid-2025.
Well, taking a live look outside, we haven't seen too much sunshine this evening in the Tri-Cities. We had some storms roll through during the 5 o'clock hour. Still a chance for some spring showers tonight. Jason Valentine has a look at your first alert weather forecast.
Good Monday evening, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful day and a nice weekend as well. So folks, for our next 24 hours, we do expect more of those scattered showers into our evening hours. They're going to start to wane though as we get to the overnight period, but winds will start to pick up. We expect 15 to 25 mile per hour winds by the time you wake up. And just like today, we're going to see some sun breaks tomorrow, but some late sporadic showers as well. So in my full forecast coming up, we do have showers into the evening. We have that windy Tuesday to talk about, and that cool April continues. My goodness, we are still 5 to 10 degrees off of our averages, and that's going to be the case for our work week. But tell me if you haven't heard this before, we're going to warm back up to around average temperatures for our weekend. So folks, these showers are continuing for the next couple of hours at least. I'll get you the future cast on that. And again, folks, we're looking at those cool temperatures continuing. I'll have much more in my full forecast that's coming up, but for right now, going to send it back to you.
Thanks, Jason. And a follow-up tonight on a burglary that happened last year at a Fish and Wildlife office in Yakima. The ATF now offering a reward of up to $10,000 in a stolen guns investigation. The agency says 18 guns were stolen during the burglary of the Yakima office in January of 2022. Only one of those guns has been recovered. Federal agents say they believe the guns are still in the Yakima area. One defendant was sentenced in the case on charges of a felon in possession of firearms taken from the facility. If you have information that can assist the investigation, you can contact the ATF, 1-800-ATF-TIPS, or email at atftips@atf.gov.
Tomorrow marks April 18th, tax day. You have until tomorrow night to file your taxes. However, the IRS says you can file for an extension if you need more time to file. That extension will provide an extra 6 months to file taxes. You can do that by using the IRS Free File program. Check out the IRS website for more information. They say if you owe taxes, you still need to pay them by April 18th to avoid accruing penalties and interest. YWCA Yakima held its 29th annual leadership luncheon today at the Yakima Convention Center, featuring author Stephanie Land, whose memoir Made is a New York Times bestseller and the inspiration behind a new Netflix series of the same name.
KAPP-KVEW's Emily Goodell tells us the event is a fundraiser, but it also serves to raise awareness that domestic violence can happen to anyone.
My daughter didn't learn to walk on that homeless shelter floor because I had chosen to bring her into the world. She took those first steps on that dirty floor because I had just escaped an abusive relationship with only a couple $100, because my family had turned their backs on me or couldn't help us, and because I simply could not find work.
It's a story Stephanie Land shares in her memoir, Made.
Even though my book is about the gritty work of struggling to survive, to me it has always been about a mother who wants what's best for her child.
Sela man Brian Harris says his daughter Emily wanted the same for her 2 kids, but she's no longer here to help them.
My daughter was murdered 100 yards from the police station. And I was in such a shock because we were the American family. We had a business, we had a family, they had grandkids, great lives, perfect from the outside looking in. We couldn't have a better life.
But it can happen to anyone.
Raise your hand if you or someone you know or someone you love has ever been affected or experienced trauma due to domestic violence.
That's in a room of 1,000 people. Multiply that by 3 to get the number of domestic violence cases reported to YPD in a year.
I know domestic violence, but nothing prepared me for Yakima.
Multiply by 14 to get the number of calls each year to YWCA Yakima.
Last year, the YWCA of Yakima housed 359 families in the 24-hour emergency shelter, but just as many families, unfortunately, turned away due to a lack of space.
The goal of the luncheon, to raise $200,000 to help them stay open and work toward building a new shelter.
I have heard these narratives constantly, being a single mom who writes about being on food stamps and then decides to publish those things on the internet. But what these people are really saying is, well, I didn't make the bad choices that you made. I made good choices, so I don't even have to worry about being like you. Even though it's not about the ability to make good choices, it's about having good choices in the first place.
In Yakima, Emily Goodell, KAPP-KVEW Local News.
The YWCA is hoping to raise $200,000 at that event to help with operations and a project to more than double its emergency shelter capacity. And the city of Boardman has appointed a business owner to fill a vacant councilor seat. Last Tuesday, the city appointed Richard Rockwell to take the position. He'll take over the seat from Roy Drago Jr., who's been appointed to the Morrow County Board of Commissioners. The city says Councilor Rockwell has been involved in Boardman as a business owner, wrestling coach, and volunteer. His term lasts until New Year's Eve 2026.
All right, well, they create and repair Washington's roads and highways. This marks National Work Zone Awareness Week, and it coincides with an emphasis patrol. The details still to come.
Local students are sending thousands of salmon into the Columbia River. This is not just a fish release, though. It's a learning opportunity.
And the unique idea for getting in shape and maintaining good health, all at the same location. You're watching KAPP Local News at 6. We'll be back after the break.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
Next extra, Bad Bunny takes over Coachella with Kendall by his side and Idris Elba turns superstar DJ. It's an A-list invasion in the desert. We've got all the couples in fashion setting the festival on fire. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on KVEW.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, 1 sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
Here comes the sun, so don't miss the Outdoor Living and Deck Expo coming soon to a Par Lumber near you. For free help designing your deck, tool demos, special discounts, prizes, food, and more. Visit par.com for details.
What are you going to build?
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 4.99% APR for up to 60 months on a Toyota certified used Camry, Corolla, or RAV4. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Do you have any land that gets no use? Save some money by using an American-made power racking system. It's a more cost-effective option than a standard pole and concrete method. Invest in green energy with the pros at Solar Power Northwest. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
When you own a Ford, you get more than a vehicle. You get the benefit of having your vehicle picked up for service.
Here for the Explorer. There you go. All right, we'll get it right back to you.
This is U-Mode.
All the convenience of owning a Ford with a local partner. Corwin Ford Tri-Cities.
Portion of KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Prescriptions and pickleball. The Pacific Clinic in Kennewick opened its micro-pharmacy. They're the first gym in the region to do so. Tonight, a behind-the-scenes look at the concept and the technology they're using to save customers time. Upstairs, weightlifting. Downstairs, a pharmacy. Pacific Clinic employees say there are few things you can't accomplish at their gym.
We have the sports side of it, the medical side, primary care, physical therapy. Adding pharmacy is that one place that you can come to have all your family's needs.
On Monday, Pacific Clinic and Doctors Pharmacy celebrated this micro pharmacy. It's overseen by their head pharmacist and run by a technician. General Manager Shayla Harmon says they want to be all-encompassing when it comes to health.
You come and you do your workout, and then you get to see your doctor as well, but that helps you have that preemptive care. We're helping you solve those things beforehand so that you're not having the, oh, hurry, quick, let's react to this. It's a, hey, we've already solved that problem. Now let's fix those small things.
VJ Reddy with Doctors Pharmacy based out of Richland says it's been their goal to make their services as accessible as possible.
So we came up with the new idea where why don't we open, instead of a big ones, why don't we open micro pharmacies?
This is their second smaller location. Reddy says with their micro pharmacies, they can operate in smaller communities where big box stores won't.
We don't want to be a big box. We want to be a mom and pop. Pharmacists used to be part of the community, right?
Reddy says they also want picking up or refilling prescriptions to be more convenient.
It's like a 1-hour drama every week, right?
So they utilize this pill pouch packaging robot. Technicians organize pills into different outlets, and the machine creates disposable packets that correlate to when specific pills need to be taken. That service is available to customers at Pacific Clinic.
Time and money are the two of the most important things. So if you can come to one place and get your workout and pick up your prescription on your way out, how helpful is that? To see your doctor after you get done with an Aquatics class, amazing.
Now, you don't necessarily need to be a member of the clinic to see their on-site provider or use the pharmacy. They also take most insurances.
Well, attention hunters, Washington State has released the new big game hunting seasons and regulations pamphlet for this year. You can find it on the Washington Fish and Wildlife website. In addition, Fish and Wildlife says special hunt permit applications open a week from today, April 24th. You have a month to apply. Having a special hunt permit allows hunters to harvest deer, elk, mountain goats, moose, bighorn sheep, and fall turkey.
Now, KAPP First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday evening again. And folks, we do have those showers continuing into the evening. Quite a windy Tuesday is on the way. Going to start overnight tonight, so very early on Tuesday. And this cool April continues. So the big picture, folks, we are seeing quite a bit of shower activity coming in from the southwest. We're seeing snow in the mountains. So if you're doing any traveling over the mountains tonight or tomorrow, do take care. And we are seeing the shower activity, which has already rumbled through most of our areas. So our Futurecast, we're seeing it continue at least for the next couple of hours. We're going to be pretty calm overnight, except for that wind. But as we get to tomorrow afternoon, scattered showers return. Now today, the scattered showers were a little bit more hefty with a little bit more rain. These will be very quick showerlets, if you will. So that's our afternoon tomorrow, and then just scattered showers. Very, very quick. Then maybe a little bit more sustained as we get to the late evening hours. That's going to move along, and then on Wednesday we're going to see some scattered showers as well, especially up in Ellensburg. So today was really the heavier shower day, at least through Wednesday, and we'll just see very sporadic showers starting tomorrow afternoon. So our temperature trend, we are well below our average again for the week ahead. Our average for the Tri-Cities is 67. So the average for all of our cities, upper 50s to mid 60s. And we're going to be about 5 to 10 degrees below that as we move along in our work week. Slightly warmer on Friday, and then right around that average as we get into our weekend. That has been the pattern for the last 4 weeks now, and it just continues as we see this very chilly April. And speaking of chilly, we have a freeze warning for Kittitas and Yakima counties. It's going to start at 2 a.m. tonight until 9 a.m. That's for tomorrow and for Wednesday. Now, you may be asking, why aren't there freeze warnings during the winter? Well, freeze warnings are during growing season to let agricultural people know that they have to protect their crops if a freeze will damage them. So this just gives them some heads up that it's going to be freezing, and so take caution with your crops. All right, wind outlook as we move into tomorrow. Again, this is going to start overnight. We're going to see 15 to 25 mile per hour winds. Then they're going to slow down into the rest of our work week, into our weekend. So a little bit of breezy conditions at times, but still no real wind events. So our almanac 10 degrees off our average for Yakima, and even below in our overnight period, though our sunrise is starting to get a little more earlier and earlier. In the Tri-Cities area, we're 7 degrees off our average for today, right there for our overnight low. All right, it's our countdown. Tax day, it's tomorrow. Make sure you get that done. NFL Draft on ABC is a week from this Thursday. Mother's Day, a little under a month away. As we look at our overnight period, we'll see some early showers, and then by about midnight, it should be done, maybe a little showerlet or two. But overnights, we're looking exactly what we saw overnight last night. We're in those mid to lower 30s for the Mid-Columbia and the Blues, and below that freezing mark for Ellensburg and Yakima. We'll see some sunshine tomorrow, but again, we could see little showerlets afternoon, evening hours, pretty much in the 50s, from 58 in the Tri-Cities to 50 in Ellensburg. 7-day forecast, we're going to remain right around that 60-degree mark through Friday, and then warmer into our weekend. More sunshine than not, but again, a little bit of shower activity expected Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly Thursday. Yakima, mid-50s through Thursday, then warming up to those lower 60s. Almost a carbon copy to what we saw last week. So folks, showers, scattered showers continuing into our evening hours. Those will quit, and then the winds will start into tomorrow morning. Hope you have a wonderful evening.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 battery trimmer. Real Steel. Find yours.
The last thing you want people thinking about when they're in their golden years is money. We have a new family member living with us, which is my mother-in-law, Kathleen. She has had MS since my husband's been 6. We have our caregivers that come into the home and help out with her. She gets showers every day. Walk Cares is a really unique program. As you get older, you're still cared for and you're still valuable. It's just great to know that if needed, Walk Cares will be there for them.
In the market for an RV? Do not buy any RV before you shop Clickin' RV. Because Clickin' RV has just acquired over 300 2022 fifth wheels, travel trailers, toy haulers, and motorhomes. And everyone is just $199 over invoice. And take advantage of 0 down, no payments for 90 days, and low interest financing. Plus guaranteed lowest price and lifetime warranty. So don't miss the Clickin' RV Do Not Buy sale. Going on now at all 5 locations, including right here in Pasco.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups or get $2,250 total cash allowance on a 2023 Silverado with a turbo high output engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Just enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Welcome back, everyone. They're an icon of the Pacific Northwest, and today thousands of them were released into the Columbia River by local students. The 25th Annual Salmon Summit drew in kids from around the Mid-Columbia. It's a part of the Salmon in the Classroom initiative from the Benton Conservation District. On Monday, PNNL scientists helped students tag their salmon before they're released. Now they can track these fish as they grow and make their way to the Pacific.
Very interactive for our students here. Another thing that's really cool about what's happening here with PNNL is this whole thing is also simultaneously being live stream broadcast. So I was involved in helping to get the word out and getting classes registered for that. So it's been really great to watch those messages come back in.
That means classrooms all over Washington, even in Oregon, can watch these fish travel to the ocean. Local tribes were also there today to educate the students about the importance of salmon preservation and as a part of their culture. During the two-day event, kids release 4,000 salmon into the Columbia. You're watching KAPP Local News at 6 o'clock. We're back in just a moment.
Portion of KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
This week, look who's coming live to GMA. Emmy winner from Abbott Elementary, Cheryl Lee Ralph. Woody Harrelson and Justin Theroux live. And Ray Romano live.
I love it.
All on.
Good morning, America.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Bard and Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
For over 30 years, Denver Mattress has been crafting factory direct mattresses with innovative design and unrivaled quality, improving the sleeping lives of millions of people one night at a time. And during the biggest sale of the season, save up to $800 on Purple mattress and adjustable base bundles, plus get a $300 free gift. Check out the Summit Firm, only $332.49, or get a Doctor's Choice Firm, now just $664.99, plus 3 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
What is a leader? Someone who has backbone, resilience, determination to put a stake in the ground and get their hands a little dirty. Arrow Construction Supply has been the Northwest's leading provider of asphalt, concrete, and erosion control industries. From homeowner do-it-yourself to large commercial projects, we have everything for sale or rent to get the job done. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply, leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years.
Welcome to the Spectrum Lab, where we're bringing you the best in connectivity with Spectrum One.
Get Spectrum One with Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, plus your first line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, free for 12 months. Call 833-823-4999.
Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest internet speeds in the nation, so you always have the speed you need for all your connected devices. This guy gets it.
Advanced Wi-Fi comes with state-of-the-art security and privacy, which automatically blocks online threats on all your devices. If it's connected, it's protected.
Plus, Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data on a reliable nationwide network.
At Spectrum, we're always working to bring you better ways to connect.
You think they noticed the orb? I think so. Get Spectrum One with Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, plus your first line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, free for 12 months. Call 833-823-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or Spectrum Store today.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
It is National Work Zone Awareness Week. This recognizes the need for everyone to keep road workers safe by slowing down and moving over a lane when approaching work zones or emergency response vehicles on the side of the highway. The law requires drivers to move over a lane and slow down to 10 miles an hour below the posted speed limit when you encounter these situations. Now, as far as this week, you're encouraged to wear orange coming up on Wednesday to show support for safety of workers on the highway. A moment of silence for workers who have been killed in highway work zones takes place on Friday.
Looks like we'll need some orange dresses on Wednesday.
Looks like it.
Well, they're showing up in the night sky. The Lyrid meteor shower will peak later this week. Find out when you can see this celestial sight.
Also, an alarming incident, a Washington ferry loaded with passengers runs aground.
And learn why swimmers won't be able to use a popular swimming pool in Yakima for several weeks. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
Now, KAPP KVEW local news at 6:30.
An investigation underway after a ferry operating between Bremerton and Seattle runs aground. It happened Saturday afternoon. Passengers on the ferry remained stranded there for hours. Jake Chapman has the report.
Announced that we were to abandon ship.
Hundreds of passengers aboard the Walla Walla ferry left stranded for hours.
So basically, we felt the boat lose power and slowly start to lose speed, and then sirens went off and the captain said brace for impact, and in about 30 seconds we crashed into Bainbridge Island.
Creating this chaotic scene in the Sound,
I guess so.
which caught the attention of everyone on land.
It was like, okay, well, you don't see that every day.
There's a lot of people on. Here's the Coast Guard boat outside.
The Coast Guard, along with other emergency crews, worked diligently to get people off safely, and while passengers were able to get back on land.
Because I don't think I'm going to get my truck off this boat today, so. But just frustrating and uncomfortable.
But through this major headache for hundreds on board.
Well, we're all safe. I don't think that. I don't think this is too big of a life-threatening emergency. I think we're all going to be fine, but it's not any fun.
Everyone expected to be okay.
My understanding, that's one of the biggest ferries they have. I'm beyond glad that there's no injuries on that.
And the Coast Guard did confirm there are no reported injuries or any reports of pollution.
All right, let's take a look outside. We've got dark and gray clouds moving into our region. This is a look at our Skywatch radar, showing kind of the storms that have been moving across the region. We're still seeing a chance for some showers tonight. Now you can see out from Giza Stadium in Pasco, it's been really overcast this evening, but the rain does seem to have moved on for the moment. Jason Valentine is tracking your first alert forecast.
Good Monday evening, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful day and a nice weekend as well. So folks, for our next 24 hours, we do expect more of those scattered showers into our evening hours. They're going to start to wane though as we get to the overnight period, but winds will start to pick up. We expect 15 to 25 mile-per-hour winds by the time you wake up. And just like today, we're going to see some sun breaks tomorrow, but some late sporadic showers as well. So in my full forecast coming up, we do have showers into the evening. We have that windy Tuesday to talk about, and that cool April continues. My goodness, we are still 5 to 10 degrees off of our averages, and that's going to be the case for our work week. But tell me if you haven't heard this before, we're going to warm back up to around average temperatures for our weekend. So folks, these showers are continuing for the next couple of hours at least. I'll get you the future cast on that. And again, folks, we're looking at those cool temperatures continuing. I'll have much more in my full forecast is coming up, but for right now, I'm going to send it back to you.
Thanks, Jason. Tonight, Pope Francis is defending one of his predecessors amid questions about a missing girl and some new audio that's come to light. Here's ABC's Rhiannon Alley.
Pope Francis is defending John Paul II after the brother of a missing teenager linked her disappearance to the late Pope. Speaking in St. Peter's Square yesterday, Pope Francis said, "I express a grateful thought to the memory of St. John Paul, who in these days has been the object of offensive and unfounded insinuations." Days earlier, the brother of Emanuela Orlandi aired an audio recording on Italian TV saying it was testimony from an Italian mobster that claimed John Paul II would secretly go out at night to harass underage girls. Vatican officials say the allegation lacks any evidence, clues, testimony, or corroboration. The 15-year-old daughter of a Vatican employee, Emanuela, seemingly vanished in 1983 after a music lesson in Rome. Some theories link her disappearance to the failed assassination attempt on John Paul II. Others link her case to a scandal involving the Vatican Bank.
Emanuela was not an ordinary child. She was a Vatican girl.
The Netflix documentary Vatican Girl explores the possible scenarios and provides new testimony from a friend who says Emanuela told her 1 week before she went missing that a high-ranking Vatican cleric made advances toward her.
She decided to go on one of her walks in the Vatican gardens. A person very close to the Pope had bothered her.
The Vatican has denied any involvement in Emanuela's disappearance. In 2019, officials agreed to excavate a tomb inside Vatican City after Emanuela's brother claimed he got a tip saying her remains could be there. But the tomb was empty.
John Paul II's longtime secretary called the allegations false from beginning to end. Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Tonight, we now know the name of the miner who died last week in an accident at a mine near Wallace, Idaho. According to the company's preliminary report, 26-year-old Blake Nutting was using a drill to install roof bolts when a large slab fell on him in the Galena mine. The report does not say what caused the slab to fall. The last deadly incident at the mine happened in 2010 when a miner was crushed by loose material while using a scaling bar to remove rock. In that case, it was determined that management policies, procedures, and controls led to the death.
Police in Dadeville, Alabama say they have strong leads now on a suspect in Saturday's deadly mass shooting at a Sweet 16 birthday party. 4 people were killed, more than 24 injured, including several students. That is according to police. Law enforcement officials have now identified the 4 people who lost their lives, 2 of whom were high school seniors. This wasn't the only shooting of a teen or even mass shooting in the country this weekend. Laura Aguirre brings us more.
These children had very bright futures, very, very athletic, very humble children.
Gun violence ripping through more American communities. Students in Dadeville, Alabama begin their week remembering classmates and friends killed and wounded Saturday after gunfire erupted at a Sweet 16 birthday party.
Phil just actually got a scholarship to play football at Jacksonville State University.
Phil is Philstavius Dowdell, the older brother of the birthday girl. Also killed, Sean Kivia, or Kiki Smith, a senior who was involved in track and had plans to attend the University of Alabama. Police named the other 2 killed as 19-year-old Marcia Collins and 23-year-old Corbin Holston.
This doesn't happen in Dadeville, Alabama. This is not who we are. We are a loving community.
Another teen shot this weekend, this time in Kansas City. Police there working to unravel how an address mistake ended with a boy being shot.
He is alive and he's healing.
The aunt of 16-year-old Ralph Jarl, surrounded by supporters protesting her nephew's shooting. Police say Jarl accidentally went to the wrong address Sunday to pick up younger siblings and was shot by the homeowner. That homeowner was arrested and released after a 24-hour hold as police gather more evidence. I'm Laura Aguirre for KAPP Local News.
And this afternoon, a prosecutor in Clay County, Missouri, announced that the man who allegedly shot Ralph Jarl, has been charged with armed assault. The teen is continuing to recuperate.
We're nearing the crisis zone for America's finances. The government hit the debt ceiling, basically our national credit limit, back in January. The Treasury has been moving money around to keep paying bills since then, but says that's going to stop working sometime this summer. When that happens, if Congress doesn't raise the debt ceiling, the government will go into default, basically be overdrawn. President Biden released his budget proposal weeks ago, but today House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said he is not happy with the way negotiations have been going.
In the coming weeks, the House will vote on a bill to lift the debt ceiling into the next year. Save taxpayers trillions of dollars, make us less dependent upon China, curb our high inflation, all without touching Social Security and Medicare.
He went all the way to Wall Street and gave us no more details, no more facts, no new information at all. Americans deserve to know what he wants to cut, when, and by how much. In specifics, talk about cuts, you have an obligation to say what they are to the American people.
The Associated Press reports the last time the federal budget actually balanced was more than 20 years ago in 2001. Now, if the government were to go into default, it would have a direct impact on a lot of things like Social Security and military paychecks. But the ripples would extend to just about everyone's finances. Mike Valerio explains.
A financial crisis may be looming.
If it did happen, it would have very, very negative impact. I understand the politics, but there is a time when the higher interest of a nation has to prevail.
A default on U.S. debt payments would cut off the U.S. Treasury from borrowing, potentially affecting Social Security payments, veterans benefits, and federal employees' salaries, among others. To guard your finances in case of a potential default, Bankrate's Greg McBride advises paying down your debt and building up emergency savings.
Unfortunately, we're hostage to this because there aren't a whole lot of action steps that we as consumers can take to fully insulate ourselves.
And says the political brinksmanship alone is damaging.
Even if it gets solved at the 11th hour, markets get nervous. And when that happens, there's less incentive or less appetite for risk.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Tomorrow, new rules for electric vehicles, or EVs, tax credits will kick in, and that means that fewer cars will qualify for the entire $7,500 credit. The Treasury Department says 16 models made by Tesla, Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis, which owns Jeep and Chrysler, will qualify for at least half of the tax credit, potentially the entire thing. 9 models, including vehicles made by Hyundai and Nissan, will no longer qualify for the EV tax credit, although that could change if those companies bring factories to the United States.
Well, it should put on quite a show. A sight in the night sky will hit its zenith later this week. The details on when you can view the Lyrid meteor shower.
And a temporary closure begins soon for Lions Pool in Yakima. We're going to talk about the work that will take place.
And there's still a chance for more showers. Jason Valentine has your first alert forecast. That's still to come on KAPP Local News at 6:30.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
You can prepare as much as possible, but whatever you imagine, something else will happen. Patty and I have been together since 1984. Patty got diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2012. Having a caregiver helps with still being in a relationship. There's all sorts of expenses. Renting the bed and the tilt and space wheelchair. The money's going to be there, just like health insurance, and hopefully you don't ever have to use it. Walk Cares will help you take care of yourself.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $2,250 total cash allowance on a 2023 Silverado with a turbo high output engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
In the market for an RV? Do not buy any RV before you shop Clickin' RV. Because Clickin' RV has just acquired over 300 2022 fifth wheels, travel trailers, toy haulers, and motorhomes. And every one is just $199 over invoice. And take advantage of 0 down, no payments for 90 days, and low interest financing. Plus guaranteed lowest price and lifetime warranty. So don't miss the Clickin' RV Do Not Buy sale. Going on now at all 5 locations, including right here in Pasco.
This is a town called Basic. It's pretty hard to stand out around here. But if you pull up in a 2023 Nissan Rogue, you'll stand out before your feet even hit the pavement.
Can you make mine look like that?
Anything but basic. The 2023 Nissan Rogue. Get a low $399 per month lease on Rogue, or get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
Great to see ya. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Welcome back, everyone. In your consumer news, David's Bridal has filed for bankruptcy protection again. They filed for bankruptcy in 2018, but came out of it a year later. Now the company is looking to sell. The company has already started thousands of layoffs, but the New York Times reports they are planning to keep stores open during this bankruptcy process, and they are planning to fill orders that have already been placed.
New at 6:30. Lions Pool in Yakima will temporarily close next month for improvements. You may remember the April Pools Day event had to be canceled due to a scheduling conflict with plans to replace the HVAC system. That work has now been pushed to May, and the closure begins May 1st. It runs through June 18th for construction and installation of a new air handling and dehumidification system.
Well, it's a good excuse to look up at the night sky. The Lyrid meteor shower returned last weekend and continues for 2 more weeks. It happens every April when Earth runs into debris from the comet. The shower will peak April 21st and 22nd, this Friday and Saturday. Now here's Jason with the weather.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday evening again. And folks, we do have those showers continuing into the evening. Quite a windy Tuesday is on the way. Going to start overnight tonight, so very early on Tuesday. And this cool April continues. So the big picture, folks, we are seeing quite a bit of shower activity coming in from the southwest. We're seeing snow in the mountains. So if you're doing any traveling over the mountains tonight or tomorrow, do take care. And we are seeing the shower activity, which has already rumbled through most of our areas. So our Futurecast, we're seeing it continue at least for the next couple of hours. We're going to be pretty calm overnight, except for that wind. But as we get to tomorrow afternoon, scattered showers return. Now today, the scattered showers were a little bit more hefty with a little bit more rain. These will be very quick showerlets, if you will. So that's our afternoon tomorrow, and then just scattered showers. Very, very quick. Then maybe a little bit more sustained as we get to the late evening hours. That's going to move along, and then on Wednesday we're going to see some scattered showers as well, especially up in Ellensburg. So today was really the heavier shower day, at least through Wednesday, and we'll just see very sporadic showers starting tomorrow afternoon. So our temperature trend, we are well below our average again for the week ahead. Our average for the Tri-Cities is 67. So the average for all of our cities, upper 50s to mid 60s. And we're going to be about 5 to 10 degrees below that as we move along in our work week. Slightly warmer on Friday, and then right around that average as we get into our weekend. That has been the pattern for the last 4 weeks now, and it just continues as we see this very chilly April. And speaking of chilly, we have a freeze warning for Kittitas and Yakima counties. It's going to start at 2 a.m. tonight until 9 a.m. That's for tomorrow and for Wednesday. Now, you may be asking, why aren't there freeze warnings during the winter? Well, freeze warnings are during growing season to let agricultural people know that they have to protect their crops if a freeze will damage them. So this just gives them some heads up that it's going to be freezing, and so take caution with your crops. All right, wind outlook as we move into tomorrow. Again, this is going to start overnight. We're going to see 15 to 25 mile per hour winds. Then they're going to slow down into the rest of our work week, into our weekend. So a little bit of breezy conditions at times, but still no real wind events. So our almanac, 10 degrees off our average for Yakima, and even below in our overnight period, though our sunrise is starting to get a little more earlier and earlier. In the Tri-Cities area, we're 7 degrees off our average for today, right there for our overnight low. All right, it's our countdown. Tax day, it's tomorrow. Make sure you get that done. NFL Draft on ABC is a week from this Thursday. Mother's Day, a little under a month away. As we look at our overnight period, we'll see some early showers, and then by about midnight, it should be done, maybe a little showerlet or two. But overnights, we're looking exactly what we saw overnight last night. We're in those mid to lower 30s for the Mid-Columbia and the Blues, and below that freezing mark for Ellensburg and Yakima. We'll see some sunshine tomorrow, but again, we could see little showerlets afternoon, evening hours. Pretty much in the 50s, from 58 in the Tri-Cities to 50 in Ellensburg. 7-day forecast, we're going to remain right around that 60-degree mark through Friday, and then warmer into our weekend. More sunshine than not, but again, a little bit of shower activity expected Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly Thursday. Yakima, mid-50s through Thursday, then warming up to those lower 60s. Almost a carbon copy to what we saw last week. So folks, showers, scattered showers continuing into our evening hours. Those will quit, and then the winds will start into tomorrow morning. Hope you have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, Jason. And we have a lot more news to share with you on our mobile app. You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan this QR code, which is also at the bottom of your screen throughout the show. The code will take you right to our app for news and weather on demand. It's free to download, and there's no subscription fee to use it. We'll be right back.
What attracted me to working at McCurley is just how much they do for the community. And they do a lot for therapeutic riding of Tri-Cities, which I have a personal connection with. My son Caden, he has autism and he goes there. What I love most about what I do is I am a champion for my customers. We care about our customers and making sure that they get into the best and safest vehicle possible. I'm Taylor Boyce and I'm driving change at McCurley Subaru.
Find your way home in a new Subaru from McCurley Subaru, and together we can make this world a better place.
4752.
Hey up there. Points. Points!
Everyone knows miles are better than points.
Oh, you fancy miles. That's all you ever talk about.
Stop! I'm telling Dad you used credit.
Bah!
Pish posh. Use me.
What he needs is points.
Think about the repercussions. It's 10% off if you sign up for a store card.
No. Oh boy.
It's okay to use credit sometimes. Let's talk about it.
Find a healthier approach to money at Giza.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Every location is conveniently located and gives you the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. We have something for everyone, including gift cards for any occasion. Check out the specials and deals today. Open 7 days a week in 5 locations: Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
STCU and KAPP KVEW Local News honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and donating $1,000 to their favorite charities. To nominate someone who's making a difference in Benton and Franklin counties, click on contests and promotions at yaktrinews.com.
Next ET,
I'm really excited.
we're on set of Live with Kelly and Mark. Then our exclusive with Bob Hart's Abishola's Billy Gardell.
I have a few critiques about being skinny.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on KAPP KVEW. Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. A new lab test in development right now is offering some hope for people at risk of Parkinson's disease.
Researchers say they've figured out a way to spot the disease potentially before symptoms even show up, and that early identification could be a game changer for developing treatment. The signs can be subtle at first. Parkinson's disease is a progressive condition that typically isn't diagnosed until physical symptoms appear, like tremors and trouble balancing. But new lab tests may be changing that.
He is a game changer in Parkinson's disease, no question.
The new tests can detect traces of a key protein that abnormally clumps in the brain of a person with Parkinson's disease. One test looks for seeds of the protein in spinal fluid. A large study by the Michael J. Fox Foundation found that overall, this test correctly identified people with Parkinson's disease 88% of the time, and correctly ruled it out 96% of the time.
Now, for the first time, we can measure this in life in people with Parkinson's disease, and also, perhaps even more importantly, people who may be at risk for Parkinson's disease, but don't yet have the symptoms of Parkinson's disease.
Doctors say Parkinson's disease begins in the brain many years before symptoms start.
The real key here is that it offers the opportunity to develop treatments prior to the onset of symptoms so that we might ultimately be able to prevent the symptoms of Parkinson's disease.
And one of the things that makes this so interesting, Maddie, is that a lot of times Parkinson's can be mistaken for something else, especially in those early stages. Yes. So if they can have a test that absolutely says that's what it is, then that'll be a huge leap forward.
Confirmation would be everything.
Yes.
That's amazing. Excellent. Well, we're back with a final check of your weather forecast when we return.
Rubble. 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 These are our best burgers ever. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. My mama told me Smoky. Music and memories. The tears of a clown. Live in concert. When there's no one around. Smokey Robinson. Saturday, May 13th, 8 p.m. Legends Casino Hotel. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Hi, I'm Stan. Welcome to my Stan Talk. My theory, it's called Triple Play because you can have fun on land, sea, and air. On land, bowling, XD Dark Ride, and others. At sea, all the slides and pools in Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park. In air, the ropes course, Nebula Drop Tower, and new zip ride. Or maybe the owner just liked triple cheeseburgers. Thanks, everyone!
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
Mildly entertaining.
I will take that.
Hi, I'm Gino from Italstone. We just received a new container of Quartz Britannica Gold made in the USA. Visit at Italstone today to see, touch, and choose from a huge inventory in stock. At Italstone, we measure, fabricate, and install your kitchen and bath countertops in 5 to 7 days. No one can beat Italstone prices, apples to apples. Here at Italstone, we are with you every step of the way.
Total Energy Management has been serving the Tri-Cities area with superior HVAC service for over 38 years. Our priority is to exceed consumer and client expectations with innovative Carrier products in a brand new facility with state-of-the-art equipment. It's time to beat the cold with Carrier's Cool Cash rebate of up to $1,750. Turn to the experts at Total Energy Management and save on your next home comfort system.
In the market for an RV? Do not buy any RV before you shop Click-It RV. Because Click-It RV has just acquired over 300 2022 fifth wheels, travel trailers, toy haulers, and motorhomes. And everyone is just $199 over invoice. And take advantage of 0 down, no payments for 90 days, and low interest financing. Plus guaranteed lowest price and lifetime warranty. So don't miss the Click-It RV Do Not Buy sale. Going on now at all 5 locations, including right here in Pasco. You love a cold, refreshing soft drink from McDonald's. So we've got even colder ones.
From frozen faves to our new lemonade. Get any small for $1.89. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
From Lumber Mill to Waterfront Park, fly the Northwest Tuesday.
All right, folks, let's get you ready for your Tuesday. We see those winds pick up overnight into tomorrow. We'll see partly cloudy skies, high of around 57, so a little cooler for the Tri-Cities area tomorrow. In the Yakima region, mid-50s yet again. And again, we could see a stray shower in the afternoon and evening hours. Best chance for showers will be around 10 p.m. tomorrow. For Walla Walla, a little better today, a little bit more sunshine for your Tuesday. Still chilly, right around 53. And over in Ellensburg, we'll see some sunshine. Highs, though, in the upper 40s. So we're getting a little bit cooler as we move towards Tuesday and Wednesday, and keep an eye out for that freeze warning starting at 2 a.m. tonight till 9 a.m. tomorrow for Yakima and Kittitas counties.
All right, and just kind of peeking over at the radar during the show, a little bit of blue going through the Blue Mountains.
Yeah, we're seeing the storms kind of move off to the east, so definitely be keeping an eye on that through the night. Jason will be back with Good Morning Northwest to have more details.
Thank you so much for watching. We're back tonight at 11 o'clock.